What's up guys, made a YouTube video, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at the top 20 2K20 overall ratings we have so far. I'm going to be looking up at these, so it's going to look like I'm looking up in the sky, but I'll look down at the camera to talk about them. Now, let's get it started right now. Zion Williamson, #1 pick to the New Orleans Pelicans of this year's draft, is an 81. I think that's good. What was DeAndre Ayton last year? I think he was an 80, and he ended up going up. I know he's like an 85, 86 right now in 2K19, but Zion 81, I think that's good. Ja Morant, and I'm sorry if I pronounced them wrong. I don't remember how to pronounce, especially this guy's name. 79, that's solid. RJ Barrett 78, Zion's teammate. I think you could give him a 79 and still be okay. DeAndre Hunter and Darius Garland 77s. I think that's fair. For the top 5 rookies, I think that's good. And by the way, also news, Taco Fall 77 was signed by the Celtics, so they might come out with his overall rating too, because he was like a fan favorite in Summer League. Everyone loved watching him, and I think we will see his overall rating come out too, and I'll make a video on that as well. So this is the top 5 rookies in 2K19. So now what we have here is the nothing but green top 5 shooters in 2K19. Great list, I think. Steph Curry, obviously, 99 3-pointer. We all saw that coming. Klay Thompson, 97. Splash Brothers numbers 1 and 2. That's pretty good. Joe Harris of the Brooklyn Nets won the 3-point contest. A 94. I think you could give him higher, considering he had a great 3-point shooting season. I mean, he's on the Brooklyn Nets, but that doesn't take into account for anything. I think a 96, 95, 96, maybe 96 the most, Joe Harris could be for a 3-point shot. JJ Redick, 93-point rating. I think you give him a world, but I think that's good for JJ Redick. Buddy Hield, I wouldn't see, when I think of top 5 shooters in the NBA. See, now that I say that, I don't know who I would pick instead of Buddy Hield, but like, I know for a fact if someone asked me who are your top, in your opinion, your top 5 shooters in the NBA, I probably would include Klay Thompson. Would maybe include Joe Harris, not number 3. I think I'd put Damian Lillard up there, to be honest. Lillard could be up there. I think Kyrie maybe not. That's gonna spark controversy. I don't know. I don't think I'd include Buddy Hield. I might include JJ Redick, but this is the 2K20 nothing but green top 5 shooters for 2K20 next year. Alright, now for this guy, they came out with new jerseys, so they don't have pictures out right now. But I do have the 20th overall player, or how should I put that? The 20th rated player in 2K20, Blake Griffin, 86 overall. I think it should be higher. 89, maybe a 90. Blake Griffin, he's a great player. Great addition to the Pistons. I really do think that they downgraded him on this one, and I think 2K does have some explaining to do with why he's an 86 and not higher. Like, I mean, some people might agree with this, but I personally think Blake Griffin's a great player. He did win the dunk contest. This was a while ago. I really think Blake Griffin could be higher than an 86. I think that's kind of disrespectful to him. Alright, here's the first picture. We have Ben Simmons at an 87. I don't know how I really feel about this one, but Ben Simmons, great player for Philadelphia, just re-signed a huge contract with them. 87. Let's see. I'm just trying to think of all the people in Philadelphia that's better than him. Joel Embiid. That's pretty much it. There's nobody. Ben Simmons is the star on Philly besides Embiid, but I mean, if you want to see Horford, he's kind of old, but you want to consider Horford a star. An 87. I think 90, 91, maybe 92 for Ben Simmons. I already know he's gonna have a couple great games in during the new season, and 2K is gonna throw out a couple pink diamond cards for him, or however they do the card system for my team next year. Ben Simmons is gonna end up having a bailout pink diamond, or if they have Galaxy Opal, bring that back, and he's gonna have like an 88 3-point shot somehow, even though he hasn't hit one all season. But how I feel about this, I think Ben Simmons could be seen as a 90, 91, maybe 92. I think he could be higher than an 87, but I know during the season he's going to progress and he will get a higher overall than 87. So I guess we'll just have to see how the season turns out, and we'll see what 2K does from here. Now right here we've got the two-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, at an 88 overall. I think this is good because I think this is pretty accurate, only for the sole reason that Rudy Gobert is not that much offensive as he is defensive. Utah Jazz, starting center, obviously. 88 overall, because if Rudy Gobert can develop his game and like progress, like he'll become much better in offensive later on in his season, in his career. Sorry. He will get better in offense. I feel like the way the NBA is going, he's going to develop a 3-point shot, and he will be an unstoppable player. I think during this point of his career, within a year or two, mark my words, he will be a 90 overall. I think after this season he could be a 90 overall. His defensive stats, if he's an 88, he's got to have like 99 block, or no, I don't want to say 99, maybe 99, but high 90s at least. Not like, when I say high 90s, I mean 96, 97 at the lowest block and shot contest. Like, Gobert has to have good defensive stats. But how I feel about Gobert, I think the overall is pretty accurate. The stats for the players haven't come out. But to be honest, so far out of all the players we've seen, this is probably the most accurate rated player that we've seen so far. Now right here we've got Spider Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell, shooting guard for the Utah Jazz. Rudy Gobert's teammate, 88 overall. Now, this is just based off of my career, excuse me, my career in 2K19. Donovan Mitchell's a 90 overall. I don't remember the ratings compared to last year. I only know a select few players' ratings from last year, but I do know, I think Donovan Mitchell, this is the same. I think this was the same as last year. But he did progress in 2K, and I think he was a 90 overall. But I think he had a better season. I think he had a better season, to be honest with you. 80 to give him an 88 overall. I mean, some players, they did go down from last year, and I think you've all seen Tatum's interview. I don't think Tatum's on this list, but how Tatum went down, he was an 87, and now he's an 85 this year. But it's just, I don't know how they like decide these ratings, but Donovan Mitchell 88 stayed the same. I just kind of have a neutral feeling about this. I don't particularly care that he's not higher. and I don't particularly care he's not lower. So 88, I think 88 works, to be honest. Donovan Mitchell 88, that's solid, I guess. All right, guys, this one's one of my favorites. Kemba Walker I'm from Boston, well, not from Boston, but Boston's my home team. Kemba Walker to replace Kyrie. I've got so much to say about this. 88 overall. That is so disrespectful. Kemba Walker is one of the best ball handlers in the league. And I don't care what you guys say. Yeah, Kyrie's a good ball handler. I think he is better than Kemba Walker personally. But Kemba Walker, I think, is a great ball handler. I think he's one of the best in the league. Behind Kyrie, Steph Curry. You know, I feel like 2K underrates Kemba Walker every single year. Like, you look at the seasons he had. He carried the Charlotte Hornets. Just, it's ridiculous how they've yet to give Kemba Walker a 90 overall or higher. Like, some of the overall ratings they're giving to these players, I don't know what they're doing. Like, I think Kemba Walker should be a 90 or higher, to be honest. Newest Celtic. Him, Brown, Hayward, Tatum, Cantor, maybe Taco. I don't know if... I feel like Taco won't get playing time right off the bat, but I think he can work at it. But anyway, Kemba Walker, 88. If I were to give him an overall right now, if I had the power to decide what his overall would be in 2K19, I would probably say 91. Only because he's not the best defender. He's more of an offensive star as opposed to a two-way point guard. Yeah, maybe he'll improve. I guarantee he'll be a 91 by the end of the year. No doubt in my mind. I will throw my PlayStation out the window if he's not a 91 overall, or at least a 91 overall at the end of this year. I have so much faith in Kemba Walker this season and how good he's going to play for the Boston Celtics. I can't wait to see what this overall becomes. Will it hit 90? Will it go below? I think the only way this overall is going to go below 88 is if Kemba Walker gets seriously hurt. But one of my top 3 favorites in this list, Kemba Walker, newest point guard, Boston Celtics. I think he'll be great this year. I think he's going to help get the Celtics to the playoffs and where they need to be. But this is Kemba Walker's rating. I don't know how to feel about this, to be honest. Now we got Jimmy G Buckets. I really personally don't care. 88 for Jimmy Butler. Newest Miami Heat. I think he's killing his career by coming to the Heat. The Heat suck. Let's just put it out right there. The Heat suck. And Butler decides to play for the Miami Heat. I don't know what was going through his head. Maybe he has family in Miami. Maybe he's leaning more towards family, like the city. Just the weather down in Miami. Out of any team you could have chosen, I don't see why he would pick a team like the Heat, who I don't think are a playoff team. They're not. Like, he could have chosen any other team that was short at the shooting guard / small forward position. He went with Miami and left Philly. You could have been Simmons, Embiid, and Horford. You pretty much are throwing away your career. 88 overall, Jimmy Butler. I think obviously it's going to go higher because Jimmy Butler is probably going to end up carrying the Heat. So Butler will have a bunch of good games this season. You're probably going to see this overall go up to like a 90, 91, 92. I just don't know. Like, more so, I don't really care about the overall, but it's also like the fact that he threw away his career by going to Miami. I think he should have just re-signed with the Bulls, or he should have stayed in Philly, to be honest. I don't know what was going through his head. Now, Klay Thompson, 89. Now, I see 2K's reasoning behind giving him an 89. I think he should be a 91. The reason why he's an 89 is because he's super inconsistent. One game he'll have 30 points. The next game he has 15. And something like, I don't think it's like that big of a thing, but you know what I mean. He's very inconsistent. He's a great shooter. Great shooter behind Steph Curry. Obviously, second best three-point shooter in the game. He's cheesy to use in any game mode. But it's just, he's inconsistent. And the reason I also don't have a picture of him, because the Warriors are getting a new brand for their jersey. It's not Rakuten. I have no idea. You guys can make fun of me for that if I pronounce it wrong, or if I have it wrong. But Klay Thompson 89, I particularly don't care about this one, whether it's higher or lower, but 89, I think it should be a 91, but that's just basically what I think. Now, KarlAnthony Towns, 89. That is disrespect if I looked it up in the dictionary. 89 for KarlAnthony Towns. I think he's a 94, 95, one of the best centers in the league. Oh man, 89 overall. That's terrible. If you're gonna give a player like KarlAnthony Towns, first of all, let's start with the fact he's a great defender. He's a good defensive center. He's a great rebounding center. Sorry about that. He works the post well. He even has a three-point shot, and you're gonna give him an 89. That's tough. That's actually ridiculous. I think 85. 85. I know he was in 92, 93, something like that in 2K19. I don't remember. This is almost as bad as Tatum. I know 2K can do better. This is one of the worst ratings I've ever seen on an All-Star. Now we're up to the 90 overalls. The Joker himself. This guy, he's more underrated in the league than KarlAnthony Towns, Joel Embiid. We know he got triple doubles. He's got some triple doubles last season. I haven't really watched him. More of like I've seen his highlights to the games. Like he does do good, like with triple doubles and stuff like that. But Nikola Jokic, 90 overall. It's fine. I think you could swap Towns, even and increase Towns by 4. Jokic to an 89 would be reasonable. Towns, I'm on Jokic's thing, but Jokic got new jerseys, but I'm still talking about Towns. I'm still fatigued over fucking Towns. Sorry for cursing. Towns' overall rating, that's crazy how you gave him below a 90. I'm sorry, I don't know. Oh my god. I just got over complaining about Towns being underrated. Westbrook once again is underrated. I love how once we're getting to like the 90 overalls, I'm starting to get mad because Westbrook at 90. So okay, somebody who averages more, I'm losing my train of thought. Someone who's averaging triple doubles in a season. You're going to give him a lower overall than some of these players coming up. They should not be higher. If higher, should be the same overall as Russell Westbrook. Yes, Westbrook's not the best jump shooter. He is, though. He's okay. He's a team. Some people say he's not a team player. I think he is if he's getting 10 assists a game. It's pretty obvious. He's passing the ball. It's not like he's ball hogging. 20, 20, and 20? Only a select amount of players do that. And you're going to give... Okay, I think Westbrook should be a 93. Solid. 93, nothing higher, nothing lower. 93 on the money. That's Westbrook's overall. I don't even want to talk about fucking Kyrie. He left the Celtics after saying he was gonna I'm playing every Thunder next year. Bullshit. Sorry, I swore again. You're gonna give him a 91. I don't really care. Give him a 76. Give him a 60. It's because I'm a Celtics fan. I don't really like him. I don't care about his overall. I literally just want him to get off my screen as soon as possible. Brooklyn, congrats. You made my other favorite team better, but you're on Brooklyn, so I have some respect for you, but I just don't like you anymore. To be honest, I have a little bit of respect for you, though. Joel Embiid, you're making me feel a little bit better. Kyrie, I know I hated on you for being a 91. I like the Brooklyn Nets since the Celtics gave them Garnett and Pierce. And they had like Darren Williams, Joe Johnson, and Brook Lopez when they were a playoff team. Embiid at 91. One of the best. I think he is the best center in the league. Who could be better than him? Exactly. I think Embiid is the best center in the league. Just he's a fun. Fans love him. He's a funny guy on the court, but that doesn't apply to the rating. Could apply to his expressive badge and friendly badge. But anyways, 91, I think you could be a 92, 93. And maybe be like, I think it'd be okay if you gave him a 92, 93 for Embiid. But I love to say, I can't wait to watch him in the season teaming up with Horford. I wonder how this is going to work. How it'll work for Embiid. Captain Clutch himself knocking the Thunder out of the playoffs. Damian Lillard, 92. He's seen as underrated in 2K and sometimes in real life. I don't know how I feel about this. 92 for Lillard. Because he's on Portland, he's the superstar on the team. Him and McCollum are one of the best duos, in my opinion, in the league. I don't know what I say about this one. What do I give this? He had a decent season. Obviously, we all know Lillard's game winner in Paul George's face. Him and Westbrook went at it. It was a great rivalry, great series. The Blazers and the Thunder were one of the most action-packed series besides the NBA Finals, in my opinion. I liked watching Lillard and Westbrook go at it. They were getting in each other's face, and then Lillard even waved bye to them after he hit the shot in George's face. See, if I hit a shot like that, I'd be showing so much emotion instead of holding a straight face, going like this, waving bye to the other team. But Lillard, 92, I think he could be higher. Paul George, wow, perfect. That's perfect. We see Lillard, then we see George. George couldn't play defense in Lillard's face, but MVP candidate, 93 overall. See, out of all the other, I watch other YouTubers, and what they did with their overalls, they were saying that George shouldn't be higher than Lillard for the sole purpose because Lillard kicked him out of the playoffs. I don't think that's true. I think George has to guard some of the better players in the league because of his position. I think he should be a 93. I think that's a pretty accurate overall for him. I can't wait to see how him and Kawhi tear up the league next season. It's going to be fun to watch them two on a team. Can't wait to see it. Anthony Davis. I like him. If I were to give a top 5 list of best players in the league, Davis is my number 4. Davis would be my number 4 best player in the league. I don't like how he went to the Lakers. Or you got traded to the Lakers. You didn't want to. You could have been on the Celtics. Yeah, I know you didn't have a choice, so I'm not gonna hate on you or anything. Sorry. The fact you're on the Lakers, you and LeBron. See, you went from not making the playoffs to, I think, you're going to make the playoffs, but you're not going to make it out of the first round on the Lakers. No. I don't think you'll make it out of the first round. I could be wrong. Things could happen. You could all of a sudden become the next 97. But 94 for Davis, you could give him a 95. I'd be cool with it. 94, it's fine. He had a good season with the Pelicans. I can't wait to see how him and LeBron tear up the league as well as Paul George and Kawhi. Here's another one. We don't have the picture. He's on the Warriors. Steph Curry. Usually gets overrated, but now this time I think he's got a pretty good rating. 95 overall. See, I don't have anything bad to say. I also don't know what to say about him. It's just Curry. We all know he started the Warriors. All the kids that became Warriors fans, it was because of him. What he's done for the Warriors, it's crazy. Him and Thompson are still going to be on a team. He's lost a lot. He's lost 2 Finals MVPs over this offseason, Iguodala and Durant. He had to carry the Warriors in the finals because no one could stay healthy. But Curry, 95, he could be a 96, 97. But I can't wait to see how the Warriors are next season. James Harden, MVP candidate, right here. Unlike George, I thought Harden had a chance of being a 2-time MVP. Well, George wasn't a 2-time MVP. I don't think George had a chance at MVP. I know he was an MVP candidate, but I knew he wasn't going to win it. I think everybody knew that it was either going to be between Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, Harden, great beginning to the season, but he was up here at the start of the season, but then it was like he rode a wave. Like 96 is perfect. You could give him a 97. Now, I think this is fine. This is fine for Harden. I can't wait to see how he is next season. If he's averaging 30 points a game, no one's going to be able to guard him, but he can't guard anyone either. I've got 2 things to say about him, about Durant. We all know, thoughts and prayers to Durant for a speedy recovery. It sucks when you go through an ACL injury when you're in the NBA Finals. You're going to win a championship, probably be the Finals MVP if you were healthy. But you suffered through the whole playoffs. It sucks. I'd hate to go through that like Durant did. Like, I think the Warriors could have beat the Raptors if Durant and Thompson stayed healthy. A 96. We all know Durant's not. They've already came out and said Durant's not playing next season. So the Brooklyn Nets, when they sign Durant, they're going to be getting him for next year. So they're only going to have Kyrie. A year will be gone from Durant's contract, and you'll be getting him a year older, and he won't be able to touch a basketball for a year. He's going through what Hayward did. You don't like to see someone go through something like that. I think he could be 96, but I think you could make him. He's definitely gonna have like the injury on him. It's gonna make him like in the 70s, I think. But a 96 base overall, because if you play my career and you're playing for next year, he will be a 96. But that's my opinion on Durant. Giannis, my favorite player in the NBA, Giannis Antetokounmpo. People come up to me and ask, or I act like I'm famous. People come up to me and ask, Giannis, like how I pronounce his last name, It's Giannis Antetokounmpo. But anyways, 96 for the MVP. Yeah, I think you're disrespecting my man Giannis over here. Like, he's my favorite player in the NBA. My favorite player. And you got to give him a 98. He's the best player in the league. And I'm not saying that because I'm a fan. He's carrying the Bucks. He's an MVP, all-star captain, all-star team, obviously. All I know is for my career, I'm either playing for the Nets or the Bucks. I want to play with either Kyrie and Durant or Giannis. But Giannis Antetokounmpo should be a 98. He is the best player in the league. But now these next two players are the top two rated. Kawhi Leonard, NBA champion, not loyal to Toronto. But I see. You know what? He didn't want to play for Toronto when he was on the Spurs. He didn't want to play for Toronto. He wanted to play for the Lakers. But he didn't go to the Lakers. He went to a different team in Los Angeles, the Clippers, where he will be playing with Paul George. And I can't wait to see how he is great. One of the best two-way player. He is the best two-way player in the NBA. He's arguably the best player in the NBA. 97 for Kawhi. I agree. 97 overall for Kawhi Leonard. But yeah, reasonable. This is another accurate one. Now I think we all know who the final guy is going to be. LeBron James, 97. People say he's the best in the league. Every time someone says LeBron's the best in the league, I just want to smack them across the face. Just give him a smooth, just wipe the backhand, just hit him right across the face. LeBron is not the best. He is my fifth best player in the league. Okay, LeBron a 97. LeBron, I'm not going to hate on LeBron. He carries any team he's on except for last year. But I don't. 97 for LeBron. I want to say give him a 9. He did break. Now, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. In points in a career, he passed Nowitzki. I don't remember. I'm terrible with those stats, keeping up with those. But I guess a 97, 96 is solid. I prefer a 96 because Giannis should be a 98. No doubt in my mind, Giannis should be a 98. But guys, that's the top 20 players in the NBA. I like doing this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see if more overalls come out that I think I should make videos on, I think I will. I liked making this one. Just like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.